Welcome to the St. Jakob Stadium in Basel, Switzerland, which tonight stages its fourth European Cup Winners' Cup final between Juventus of Italy and Porto of Portugal. A wonderful atmosphere greeting the arrival of the two teams on a still evening in Switzerland, where Juventus start firm favourites to lift this trophy. The side includes 5 members of the starting 11 in the successful World Cup final against West Germany 2 years ago. Defenders Gentili, Scirea and Cabrini, along with Tardelli and Rossi, who were both scorers in that game. As many as 9 of this Porto team, all Portuguese nationals incidentally, look likely to be in Fernando Cabrita's national team squad, which will contest the European Championships in France this summer. One of those, Fernando Gomes, was the Golden Boot winner as top scorer in all the major European leagues last season, with an astonishing 36 in 30 games. Number 6, Magalhães, is the youngest player at 21, Lima Pereira the oldest at 32. The referee is from East Germany. He is Adolf Prokop. He's refereed in the last 2 World Cup finals. Juventus have just wrapped up the Scudetto, the Italian League Championship, finishing ahead of Roma, who this time next week will contest the European Cup final against Liverpool. Juventus have never won that particular trophy. They go in search of the Cup Winners' Cup tonight. They did win the UEFA Cup as long ago as 1977. Porto will sport the predominantly all blue strip. Their fans packed in at that end of the stadium. Number 9, Fernando Gomes. Can he be a key figure, the captain, this evening? Early touch for the right back, Pinto. Their first major European final for the Portuguese. Benfica and Sporting Club of Lisbon, Porto's rivals domestically, have both played in and won European trophies. Porto emerging now as the third force in that country. Down went Cabrini. Fullback who likes to get forward. Gentile looking for the run of Platini. The reigning European Player of the Year, Michel Platini, the Frenchman. Wearing 4 here is Lima Pereira. Worked wide by Frasco to Pinto. Disappointing pass forward though from the right back. He was looking to try and find Sosa. Gentile, the hard man of the Juventus defence, as hard as he is. Technically brilliant at the back is Scirea, as Platini is brought down rather cynically. Just enjoyed a wonderful season. Top scorer in Serie A with 20, Platini. Little 1-2 off the referee there for Rossi. Worked wide by Vignola. And defended well by Porto. is Trapattoni, the 45-year-old Juventus head coach. Good player in his time as well. He had over 10 years with AC Milan. Pinto. Platini. Vignola. Platini again. What a superb pass. And they're in behind here, Juventus. And the goalkeeper scrambling in the end. Not sure it was going in. What a fabulous run by Gentile. What a pass from Platini. The vision was outstanding. Vignola with the Juve corner. Comfortably dealt with by Pacheco. Gentile. The support here from Tardelli. Platini. Held up well by Lima Pereira. It's going to ask too much of Sosa. It was a late challenge, though, as the pass was delivered. The referee spotted it. A foul on Vermalinho. Here's Vermalinho again. Gomes. Vermalinho. Once again, they look here for Sosa. Frasco. And stretching to try and get some accuracy in the shot was Fernando Gomes. But they give him room, Juventus at their peril. A wonderful goal-scoring record he's got. Rolled forward by Platini. Oh, and a great effort by Vignola! Juventus have the lead after 12 minutes. An unlikely goal scorer, perhaps, in Vignola, but a delighted one. Platini rolled it forward to him, and he took it on, and on, and on. And found the far corner off the post. Just couldn't get a tackle in, Porto. And the goalkeeper was never getting there. Gomes with a shot. Sosa looking to get onto the return from Frasco. Now Cabrini. Oh, a little slow there, Juventus at the back. Good player. Well, no heavy price to pay in the end. But Trapattoni would not have been happy with that defending. Platini. Loses out. Good challenge here from Pacheco. Well, he decided to go it alone, and he had runners left and right. But it's been a good reply to going a goal down from Porto. Haven't let their heads drop. Sosa. Vermalinho. Pacheco. Frasco. Taken on by Gomes. Interesting ball in. The defending from Gentile wasn't the most assured. But he had to stab at this quickly as Gomes turned the ball into the danger area here. And Gentile got it away with his knee. Good spell this for Porto. Here's Boniek, his first real involvement in this final, the Polish international. No free kick. Oh, yes, he has given it. Referee, just for a moment, fooled Boniek and myself into thinking he hadn't given that. Platini. Seeking out the run of the goal scorer, Vignola. Bonini. Platini. And still Platini. Held up by Pinto. And the shot well over the crossbar. Such a threat when he ghosts into these sort of situations, Michel Platini. Pinto. Now Sosa. Some talk of Sporting Club of Lisbon interest in Antonio Sosa. We're also understood to be checking on Pacheco as well. Pinto. Manipulating the ball around the field nicely here, Porto. Not overawed by the occasion, they may be a goal down. But showing plenty of composure in possession. Pacheco. Pinto. Juventus being made to chase the ball. Down by Gomes. Sosa setting up the shots and in! Antonio Sosa levels it up after 29 minutes. Just watch for a wicked bounce in front of the goalkeeper, Tacconi. And did that make the difference between the goalkeeper saving it and not? Well struck by Sosa. And the bounce of the ball favouring Porto. Well, they've got their reward, having gone that goal behind a little over a quarter of an hour ago. They've been the better team in between the two goals. Shorea. Gentile. Decent run this from Rossi. And the free kick has gone against the youngest player on the field, Magalhaes. The man who opened the scoring in this final. Vignola will take the free kick. Pretty well attacked, but there's no threat ultimately on that Porto goal. Juventus desperate to make up for the disappointment 12 months ago when they lost the final to Hamburg. Felix Magath goal, the difference for the Germans. This is Eduardo Luiz. Possibilities here for Porto. There were three waiting for a cross. Forward by Tardelli, finding Boniek. Free kick given. Somewhat pensive look on the face of Trapattoni. Tardelli, Platini, great setting for a major European final. As I said earlier, St Jakob Stadium hosting its fourth European Cup Winners' Cup showpiece. It was here that Slovan Bratislava beat Barcelona in 1969. The setting too for Dynamo Kiev's win over Ferencváros in 75 and Barcelona's victory over Fortuna Düsseldorf 5 years ago. Here, Porto showing that they've got plenty of quality in the final third. This is Frasco. And clearly tripped. Porto are not going to make this an evening of easy pickings for the favourites Juventus. Oh, and just wide. Goalkeeper was beaten. What a brilliant free kick that was. Goalkeeper Tacconi was not going to get there. Oh, well, maybe the angle was deceiving, perhaps. Had it been a little lower, a goalkeeper might have just got a right arm there. Forward by Scirea. Boniek. Strong enough to hold off Frasco. And yet another free kick won by the Pole. Takes it quickly to Rossi. Mistake lets in Platini. And Lima Pereira forced to concede the corner. Sloppy defending there from the Portuguese. Paolo Rossi. Goalkeeper's come, he's lost it, Boniek! Oh, what a lucky man Zebeto is. Eccentric piece of goalkeeping, that. Didn't look at all sure, did he? And Boniek denied by a last-ditch clearance. Messrs Pinto and Lima Pereira in there. The referee has given a free kick for Juventus. This is Brio. Vignola. Looking for Boniek! And a goal for Juventus! Zbigniew Boniek! The Polish international puts Juventus back in front. Again, Zebeto, the goalkeeper, off his line. And as it was clipped forward here by Vignola, Boniek got the important touch there. And what was the goalkeeper doing? He just did not get involved. And if he's not going to get involved 12 yards from his goal line, why is he there? Doesn't need to come out. Two defenders against Boniek. And if he stayed on his line, there would have been no goal there for Juventus. Pinto. And still Pinto. Cracking cross, well defended by Claudio Gentile. Appeals for handball against Bonini. Referee says no. It's all frantic down there. And here's Sosa. And the header brings a brilliant save! And again by Tacconi. The referee so quick to get involved and make sure there's no afters in there. A very keenly contested European Cup Winners' Cup final, this one. And Porto so close to getting back on terms. In by Sosa. And the header from Gomes, producing a wonderful save from Tacconi. Strong end to the first half from the Portuguese team. Stefano Tacconi, just coming to the end of his first season with the club. With a fabulous save. Forward by Tardelli. Platini. Good ball from Brio. This time the right decision to advance from his line from Zebeto. Just getting himself a bit hot under the collar, the goalkeeper. He knows he made a mistake. Pacheco. Oh, Cabrini took a gamble there in finding his goalkeeper. The referee has blown for half-time. A topsy-turvy first half in which Porto have played a full part. Vignola got the opening goal after 12 minutes, equalised by Sosa. But Boniek, the Polish international, 4 minutes before the interval, has Juventus 2-1 up at the break. Still, Porto go in search of this equaliser. Far from out of this final. They have played well. And so too have Juventus. It's been an entertaining watch. This is Bonini. Burst of acceleration from Rossi. So quick. Now Pacheco. Vermaligno. Eduardo Luis wide here. Away by Bonini. Trapattoni just won his 5th Italian league title with the club. Pinto. It'll be a goal kick to Juventus. Disappointed looking Porto bench. All but set to relinquish the Portuguese league title again to Benfica, who are the predominant side in Portugal, not only this season but last season as well. Porto's big night, and they're having to come from behind again, and they've sent so many blue shirts forward. It's almost a 3-on-3 initially. Here's Boniek, trying to hold it up, wait for support, into the path here of Paolo Rossi! Denied by Zebeto. Lovely link-up play, though, between Boniek and Rossi. What a World Cup he had, Paolo Rossi. 2 goals against Boniek's Poland in the semi-final, and a goal in the final itself against West Germany to give Italy their 3rd World Cup. Vermaligno. Held up by a good challenge from Tardelli, who gets through. Terrific amount of work. Wonderful stamina, Marco Tardelli. Eduardo Luis with the attempted throw. Not sure that was entirely in the rule book. Tardelli, on by Platini, always sees the big picture. Pacheco. He wanted too long. Got his pocket picked by Michel Platini. No, you're not going to get away with that. Half volleyed out of his hands there from Platini. "36 goals in 2 full seasons at Juventus" is a wonderful return for Michel Platini. When you consider the relatively deep-lying role that he adopts, yes, he does make strong bursts towards the penalty area, but if you're a midfield man getting that volume of goals, then you've got to be right up there amongst the best. This is Frasco. Good run this from Frasco, and he's earned a free kick out of Bonini. Trapattoni knows there's still work for his side to do. Study of concentration. Free kick here now to Porto. Swung in by Pinto. Gomes in there! And he couldn't turn it in. What a chance. Very much the man that Porto would have wanted in that position as well, Fernando Gomes. Eurico. Lovely touch from Platini. It's taken on here by Boniek. Not a good challenge by Frasco. But it prevented Boniek from moving into a challenging position. His goal continues to separate the teams. Lifted in by Cabrini, and no chances taken there by Eurico. Paolo Rossi will take the Juventus corner. Headed down for Vignola. Platini, down he goes, this is Rossi! Platini was looking for a penalty. Now, was there contact here? Great feat. The referee had a very good view of it. Vermaligno. Just wanted the insurance of that third goal, Trapattoni, and it was so close. Pacheco. Taken forward here by Eduardo Luis. No great conviction about Porto moving forward there. Pacheco. Tired legs beginning to set in here now. So exhausting mentally as well, these big European finals. Remember, it's Porto's first. Pacheco. Working it wide for Pinto. Frasco. Free kick against Platini. Another good spell here for Porto. Can they turn it into a second equaliser? Pacheco will take the free kick. Comfortable defending for the Italians. Eduardo Luis to set Porto forward again. Here he is once more, Eduardo Luis. And that's a good one from Gomes, who's very powerful in the air. But the crucial thing here was that the cross from Eduardo Luis was behind Gomes, and he had to really extend the neck muscles to get it towards the target. Good servant to Porto, had a couple of years out in Spain with Sporting Gijón. Juventus looking to manage the game with a physical presence now. And just happy to hold on to their 2-1 lead. Typical Italian, really. They think they're good enough defensively to settle for what they've got. Yes, with the pace and the awareness of the likes of Boniek, Rossi and Platini, they'll look to try and counter when they can, but they'll pack numbers back there defensively and look to frustrate Porto, as they do again with the punch clear from Tacconi. Vignola. Free kick against Frasco. A little under quarter of an hour left. And once again, we see the cynical pushes and pulls and trips from Juventus. Anything to stop the momentum of Porto, just looking to break the game up. This is all part of the Italian way. Might always not be aesthetically pleasing, but it can be mightily effective, as we've seen down the years. Sosa, who's lined up for the shot. And he get it beyond that five-man wall. Pinto. Sosa. Pinto, Frasco, lovely football from Porto. Sosa needs a good cross. Cleared away by the stretching figure of Scirea. Vermaligno will take the corner. Porto fans willing their side towards an equaliser. It's coming back into the mix again. And life is very comfortable indeed for Stefano Tacconi. Free kick, exactly what Juventus are looking for. Porto ready to make the switch. Looking to get some firepower on in the shape of the Irishman, Mickey Walsh. Just about to finish his 4th season with the club. Formerly with the English clubs Blackpool, Everton and Queen's Park Rangers. Gentile. Tardelli. No hurry about the Italians now. They're edging closer to another European trophy. They still crave the big one. They'll have to sit and watch their rivals for the Scudetto this season, Roma, play Liverpool in the final next week. You do get the feeling, though, it's only a matter of time that Juventus not only play in the final, but lift a European Cup. Vermaligno. Got out well by Cabrini. And Lima Pereira didn't like the attentions there, as out comes Tacconi to take charge. Up and down like a jack-in-the-box is Trapattoni, but here's a chance. Zebeto has done well. Had to come off his line very quickly there, the Porto goalkeeper. Less than 10 minutes to go now. Pacheco finding Sosa. Vermalinho. Two players in the middle, just a little bit static. Not really offering anything for Vermalinho. Hard-working Bonini tidies up for Juventus. Had a quietly effective game, Massimo Bonini. Interesting player as well. Ball in San Marino. First player from the tiny principality to be on the cusp of major European honours. Strong challenge, but the referee says that's a foul by Sharia. The Juventus captain moving closer to the lifting of the Cup Winners' Cup. But they're taking nothing for granted yet, Juve. Porto have come from behind once. Designs on doing so again. In by Sosa. And Gomes! In by Vermalinho! Brio reacted to the challenge that came in on him from Walsh. Driven in by Eduardo Luiz. Corner for Porto. They're coming on really strong here. The rain really hammering down here now in Switzerland. Vermalinho to take the corner. And the header won't trouble Tacconi's goal from Walsh. They're very close to a double. Trapattoni looking to add that Cup Winners' Cup to the Italian league title. A little over 5 minutes remaining. Eduardo Luiz. Porto can hold their heads high, whatever happens in their first European final. They've played very well. Forward by Pinto. Boniek. That's a real good tussle on the far side. Won by Lima Pereira, who showed an excellent turn of pace there to get the better of Tardelli. In by Pinto. Brio is there. Frasco. Eduardo Luis. Just into an area where there wasn't a blue shirt and there were plenty ahead of him. Eurico. Very much a long ball game now for Porto. Oh! Vermelhinho's in there, but he couldn't find the shot. Boniek brought down cynically. And a yellow card for Lima Pereira. Jose Costa, eager to get on for the last few minutes. It's a midfielder. Took a while for the bench to attract the referee's attention. First task for the new man Costa is to get back into a defensive position. Juventus fans getting ready to celebrate, they hope. Free kick, it's gone against Platini. Sosa, the man who equalised in the first half. This is Costa. Disappointing ball, looking for Sosa. Eurico. Not the pass that Porto are looking for at this point in the game. And away comes a fleet-footed Boniek, and a chance to settle it now. Zebeto can't get hold of it. Rossi a second chance, which he's passed up. How did that not go in for Trapattoni? Normally such a composed finisher, Paolo Rossi. Will it be costly? Great header under pressure there, won by Brio. Walsh heading goalwards, but it wouldn't fall for a blue shirt. Frantic finish. Here come Juventus again. Gaps are opening up. Very little time left now. Jose Costa. Decent run from the substitute, and then he didn't look as he played the back heel. Sosa's got to toss this one in, and there's nothing doing for Porto. Juventus are desperate to get the young defender Nicola Caricla on. His first season with Juventus, made the move from Bari. He's only going to be on for a matter of seconds, unless Porto can take it into extra time. Look at those flags. Everywhere. A sea of black and white. The traditional colours, of course, of Juventus. And still we play on in Basel. Referee, a measured look at his watch. This might be Porto's last chance. Anywhere will do for Juventus. And it's all over. It's a European Cup Winners' Cup triumph for Giovanni Trapattoni and Juventus. Porto tried so hard to find that elusive goal in the second half. Really took the game to Juventus, who had their chances as well on the counter-attack. Amazing that we didn't have any more goals in the second half. Ultimately, a 41st minute goal from Zbigniew Boniek, the Polish international, enough to give Juventus the 1984 Cup Winners' Cup. A brave challenge in their first major European final by Porto, but the trophy to be handed to the Juventus defender and captain Scirea. And they are winners in the rain in Basel, Switzerland.